weather feels like fire down on my back all day. I'm tired. Man, it's hot. The sun ain't playing. Just keep your head up a little higher. But the sun's in my eyes again, and I'm not blinded. Man, it's hot. The sun feels closer, and these dog days, they feel longer, cause the sun's not in outer space. NASA's lying. How's it going? Just a little song I've been jamming to, you know. Out here in South Central Texas, it gets kind of warm in August, so I just kind of doodle on the guitar, put some words on it. But how are you doing? Now today I wanted to talk about work ethics, because as a working man, you talk about work with other men. You know, sometimes I'll be out there painting, doing jobs here and there. And I recently got a part-time job at a store, you know. Just this week I started there. But I still like doing little trade jobs on the side and learning. That's what's truly important. More valuable than any money. It's the experience, the knowledge you get from being able to change a breaker, you know, a plug, even things like painting a house. You know, would you know how to paint a house, for example? Because it's a lot more than just getting your brush and, like, you know, painting it up and down. There's techniques, there's prepping and this and that, you know. Good stuff to know. It comes in handy. And it gives you more of a bigger perspective, you know. As an artist, you gotta be able to put yourself in the reality of this world at times to be able to create. Because if you're just stuck in your little room. Now there's an artist that did that from a 90s band, Slowdive, a shoegaze band. Now, I don't know the entire story. Someone real close to me told me this story about I think he's the lead singer. He pretty much locked himself up in a cabin and just jammed, and he made a song. And it's a pretty good song. But, you know, that you might go through times like that, times of solitude. But for the majority, you want to be out there, you want to be experiencing things, to be able to incorporate it in yourself and bring it out through the medium, whichever medium it might be. It could be guitar, for example. Maybe you're just a singer. Maybe you play the guitar. Roni? Nah, that's not a real instrument. But things like the ukulele, the banjo, or the piano. I know a real good pianist. Drummers even. Rappers. I'm real good friends with a rapper. Shout out to Hectic from San Antonio. He's making a comeback. Or he better. You know, he's got some good messages out there. I'll invite him one of these days when he gets something out there again. But work ethics, because that's truly what I wanted to come out here and talk about. Work ethics. I've been talking to people about their jobs, you know, what they go through. And you get these managers out there, bosses or supervisors, or sometimes they're good employees. And you get these people, and they might make it difficult for you. However, they do whatever means. I mean, especially when it comes to higher positions like bosses and operation managers, things like that. And I hear people like, oh man, like, you know, this person did me wrong, this and that, I don't care, I'm gonna do this and that, like, screw the company. And I understand why people think like that, you know, they're doing you wrong, you know, to put it simply. But there's something I always tell people, and you might not see it this way, but I've gotten positive results every single time across the board. And even when your superior manager, whoever it may be, is treating you like dirt, that does not give you a right to slack on the job, to cheat the company out of honest work. Like, straight up, like, don't be doing that. You do your job. As a matter of fact, you do your job and go beyond. I always try to do that. I try to do a little bit more. And I'm not perfect at it. I strive to. It's all a mindset. You know, put it this way. If you don't, you're stealing from that company. You're cheating them out of money, and you don't want to do that, because what I wholeheartedly believe is there's a spiritual law. Like I mentioned in the previous video, spiritual laws are, I guess you could compare them to the laws of physics. You might not be able to see them, but they're there. And they govern this world. It's kind of like karma, but I don't like using that word because that's kind of there's some negative aspects to that karma, the whole karma deal. Like, it's a law, you know. There's government in this physical 3D plane that we're in that govern us straight up. Like, there's always going to be government, always, 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 always. So get used to it and quit your crying, because from now until eternity and beyond, there's gonna be governing forces. And if you start complaining and whining and this and that, you know, and you start slacking, you start messing up in your job, you don't care, you know. You're no better than that manager, supervisor, whoever it may be. If someone does you wrong, do not return evil for evil, is what I'm trying to get at. You keep doing the best that you possibly can, and it's on that person. Like I said, there are laws, and it's gonna come back to them, and you can have a clear conscience. You know, I did what I had to do. And you can, whatever may happen to you, it could even come down to you getting fired. It's happened before. But there's a lot of videos out there where people tell their experiences, and, you know, they get screwed over by a boss, and those laws come back, and they break that boss, and that boss ends up a lot worse off than that employee. So continue to strive to do your best, because if you're not living up to your potential. There's a lot of potential in our human mind, you know. The things we create they can be so amazing. You feel me? I mean, just look around. Whether you're in New York, or maybe Stockholm, or maybe Shanghai, or even in Iquitos, Peru. Shout out to those people. All those guys, Guillermo and John and Victor. Shout out to you guys. Para ustedes. Si vieron este video, gracias por el buen tiempo que nos dieron. Yeah, get out there and see the world. Like, you'll meet people. You'll grow more compassion. Because you'll see people out there, they're just trying to do their thing. They're just like you and I. You and I. And it's pretty cool. You know, there's almost 8 billion of us right now, and we can't get along, which is why you're seeing all the chaos in this world. And it all comes down to love. Love, love, love. And there's a lot of types of love. Like the Greeks used to have porneia, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is like the romantic kind of love. But the love I'm talking about is agape, which is unconditional love, selfless love, you know, concern for others. How far are you willing to go for another person? That kind of love. Like, put yourself aside and live for that person. And as a human being, I'll be the first to admit that I'm terrible at it, but I'm trying to learn. It's difficult. It's difficult, but that's the lesson humanity has to learn. You think I'm right, or do you think I'm wrong? I mean, all the world wars that are happening, all the little poo like beatdowns you see on the street, people shooting each other, knifing each other. That's not love, like, that's hate. Now, if you just took a second to think about, like, what would it be like to be that person getting knifed, getting bombed? That no good. That's no good. Here's a preview to a song. It's a classic song. Some of you might know this. Stop. Yesterday's gone and all we got is today, 'cause tomorrow is just another day so far away, and we forget to make space for it today. And all it takes is a moment, and you were alive today. So take it easy and take it easy. Alrighty. I think that was a nice ending to this little message. Guitar Talk number 2. I'm gonna try to do these a little more frequently. I'll do my best at least, you know. It's a little shaky in this platform I'm on. Yeah, visit positivityinc.com. I'll put the link in the description to get positive messages and truth. Because this whole postmodernism, that's gotta go. This is causing a lot of garbage situations in this world. There's the truth, there's the right and wrong. You know, they know my truth, your truth. Sorry, you gotta get rid of that ideology, because it's not right. I'll put it out there right now. But yeah, visit positivityinc.com, subscribe to the newsletter. If you like this video, give it a like, a thumbs up, whatever they call it, you know, different platforms, different things. You know what I mean. And you have yourself a good one. I think I'm gonna keep on jamming. Sounds good, right? Like, it's Friday. Tomorrow, I'll be resting. You have yourself a good one. Till next time, this is Rick.